So how do you lose 49 pounds? Well, I'll tell you how I did. It was a conscious decision for me. I decided that I wanted to look better and I wanted to feel better. I had made videos before saying that I was going to, and then didn't lose weight. And so this time I just did it on my own. I didn't want to include anyone in it. And I'm not done. I'm not done. When I started all this, I was about 255 pounds. And right now I'm at about 206, 207, 205, someplace around there. And my body has changed since I was younger and since I worked out all the time, and where 205 pounds used to be perfectly fine for me back when I was, a big strapping young pup. Now 205 pounds is not where I want to be because I'm not a big strapping pup anymore. I'm kind of an old, saggy pup, dog, something. So I have another 15 pounds, I think, that I want to lose. But anyway, how did I do it? First things first is that I made my portions into portions. Before, if I would have a plate of spaghetti, I would fill my whole plate with spaghetti. Now I will have a cup and a half of spaghetti, and then I'll make sure I include other things. That's actually the most important thing for me, is that for the first time maybe in my whole entire life, I'm including vegetables and fruits in every single meal that I have. I've discovered some bean salads and things that are healthy. They're beans and corn and chickpeas and all the stuff that are all mixed together, and it tastes really good. I've started to discover that I like peppers, and so I'll put peppers in like my eggs in the morning. And when I have eggs, I'll just have the whites, I won't have the yolks. But what I'm doing is making smaller portion sizes, and I'll have a portion of whatever my main dish is, and then I'll have some fruit on one side and some vegetables on the other, and once I eat what's there, I'm done. It's definitely a mental thing, because when you're used to overeating, like I was, at first you think, well gosh, I need more. But if you give yourself, 15 minutes after you eat your meal, you'll realize that you're full. And it took a while. It took a while for that to happen. It took at least a couple weeks for me to not feel like I was hungry for a while. And now it's just kind of part of the habit. I eat about 5 meals a day. In the morning I'll have like 4 egg whites. In there I'll put some, sprinkle a little bit of cheese. And then I'll try to put some green pepper or red pepper or something like that in there. And then I'll either add some hot sauce to it or some taco sauce or something, sometimes ketchup, just to give it a little different flavor. I'm avoiding a lot of salt because blood pressure and my cholesterol were really high when I went and got checked after my dad died. So I'm avoiding that kind of stuff. Then when I have lunch, I've discovered something that it almost feels like I'm cheating, I guess. I will get a pita, and there's lots of different kinds of pitas, but I found a pita that is kind of a whole grain pita thing, and one pita has 80 calories in it. And then I'll get some regular old tomato sauce, and then what I'll do is when I have an opportunity to, I'll add a spinach puree to the tomato sauce, and I'll just spread that on top of the pita, like maybe not even a quarter cup, and then I'll sprinkle some cheese on top of it, and lo and behold, I have a pizza. And it's a healthy pizza. It's a pizza that actually has nutritional value because of spinach puree. You can do it with any kind of puree you want. And that, I'll have one of those, and then I'll have some fruit with it, and I'll have some vegetables with it, carrot sticks or something, and I'll eat it, and it's good. It tastes wonderful. Or one of the things that I've done is I've taken the same pita and I've put a little bit of barbecue sauce on the pita, and then I'll take pineapple and chop up the pineapple and put it on top of the barbecue sauce, and then sprinkle a little bit of either provolone or mozzarella on it, And it's a different kind of pizza, and for me it tastes great. I love it. And then I'll sometimes between lunch and dinner I'll have like a bowl of grapes or a banana, or I really started digging cherries. I've never been a big cherry eater, and now I love cherries. So something fruit, something that kind of gives me a little sugar rush and keeps me going. And then at dinner I'll have anything from like chicken breast. I'm trying to stay away from as much meat as I possibly can. In fact, I won't eat red meat. I had given up red meat a long time ago, and then when I started gaining weight and heading to McDonald's every now and then, I brought red meat back. But now I don't eat red meat anymore. Or I'll have some pasta, or I don't know, just about anything that I want to. But I make sure I have a portion size. As long as you don't go nuts over it, you're fine. If we go out to eat, I will get like a chicken salad or something, and make sure that I get their vinaigrette of some kind, and make sure that it's not, a high-fat vinaigrette. And then I make sure not to pour the whole friggin' thing of vinaigrette all over it. I just use what I'm gonna need. And when we go out and I get a big salad or something, I try to make sure that I only eat until I'm not hungry anymore. I try not to eat the whole entire plate. It's all about self-control, I guess. And then at night, I'll have another bowl of cherries, or I'll have some pretzels, and just a handful, just a serving size of whatever I choose, whether it be grapes or cherries or pretzels or whatever. But having that at like 8 o'clock or so, since I normally don't go to bed till 2, that's helped me. One of the biggest things that I did was also I ditched pop. I ditched Diet Pepsi. I still have one on occasion, and there are some days that I'll have, maybe 2 or 3. But I used to have 8 Diet Pepsis a day, sometimes even more than that. It used to be the thing I'd drink instead of water. And by cutting out the Diet Pepsi, the first few weeks that I started doing this, I probably lost about 15 to 20 pounds in the first 3 weeks. And a majority of that was just because I gave up the Diet Pepsi, and I wasn't doing anything crazy with working out. In fact, I just started working out again about, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Working out now is kind of important to me because I don't want to lose the weight and have, extra loose skin anywhere. But yeah, I think that's the key of how to do it, because there's no miracle diet. There's like 500 different ways that you can lose weight. Any diet that you're on, the key element is your mind, because you have to follow whatever is being done. And all diets are based on portion size, regardless of if it's Atkins or if it's the South Beach diet, whatever. It's all based around portion size, and it takes a little while. It takes a little while to get used to. And yeah, there have been times that I have felt hungry, not starving, but hungry. Like, I'm ready to eat. And if I was 2 hours away from eating, then I'd have to wait 2 hours. But after a while, it becomes second nature. And I'm gonna keep doing it, hopefully. And really, I need a secondary hobby to YouTube anyway. And now kind of my getting in shape has become a hobby. It's because I like testing myself, and I like to see if I can do certain things. And now I want to see how good of shape I can get in. But we'll see. So anyway, that is how I lost the weight. The air conditioning kicked in, so the hat's paying off. Anyway, thanks for watching.